I think people in the church need to realize that Jesus is a Jew. And he's going to come back and establish his kingdom in Israel.
Well said.
And you don't want to mess around with that, right? He's a Jewish king. He's born out of the womb of a Jew. He's come back to redeem the Jews.
Well, there's a spirit behind it.
There's an antichrist spirit behind it. And it's concerned us all. You know, I have a lot of friends. I'm heavily involved in conservative media as well. Yeah. And I'll watch all these influencers that are just losing their mind. Mm-hmm. Right, and these sweet people all of a sudden got possessed with the spirit of Hitler. And I know it's not natural. It's supernatural. Yeah. I'm like, you went from being this level-headed person to, like, it's like I'm listening to a neo-Nazi right now.
I know, it's
That's
going
not
on.
natural.
It's so weird. But there's a spiritual component behind it.
It's a spirit, and it's an ancient spirit.
And these are some conservative voices that are completely clueless, and you're like, what are they talking about?
And it all happened at once.
It did.
Right? It was like a waterfall came through that side of conservative influencers. And there's some guys behind the scenes that are pulling the strings. I feel certain of that. But behind that, it's not just flesh and blood. We're wrestling against a principality and a power.
Well, Joseph, talk a little bit about what the Lord showed you. I mean, the up and the down, and over the next 4 or 5 years.
Yes, so, you know, just a year ago, I was on the border of Iran. I was there just moments before the leader went down in the mountains in the helicopter. I was standing on what we believe is Noah's Ark, and an interesting point to bring into this conversation. But as we
did a whole show on that.
We did a whole show on that.
You can watch that. It's really good.
Yeah, Daystar. And so, but I stood there, and when I was there, the Spirit of the Lord spoke something to me and said, just as I rescued these 8 people on this vessel, I will also rescue America and nations like this. And he said to me, there's going to be a rising up above the storm, and it's going to be 4 years of redemptive instability.
What does that mean?
So in the middle of storms and difficulty and challenges, you know, there's all this prophetic symbolism that came to me, but I'll just give you the takeaway so I don't drag us through that. But I truly believe it means there's going to be really turbulent times for the purpose of redemption in the end. God's purpose is not death and destruction, it's to bring life and life more abundantly. And I believe it's taking him 4 years to right-size something. And so the word I have is that it was 4 years of redemptive instability. I believe 2028 is going to be a year of decision, not just for the election all over again, but for what the future of this nation's going to be. And I believe it's going to be a massive time where we get to either have the new America one way or the other.
And what about revival? And in the middle of that redemptive?
So I'll draw like an air picture here. It was like a line, it went down at a 45-degree angle, then it went into a valley and came back up again at 45-degree angles. In that valley, in this vision, I saw a storm come down over America, a big black one, huge, way up into the heavens. And the Lord said to me, do not run from this, run to it. And when I ran to it, I heard the words, revival will come in the storm, and on the other side of the storm will come reformation. Reformation is not just where the church wakes up, it's where society gets impacted. They change, and they go back to their original purpose and values. That's what I saw, but I believe it's a 4-year cycle.
Hey family, if you're feeling inspired by this video, be sure to like, subscribe, and comment what's on your heart today. And don't forget to share this content with someone who needs to be uplifted so we can continue to be a light together.